I think I just found the fastest car in Forza Horizon 6. And no, it's not a Lamborghini, it's not a Ferrari either. Not even a Koenigsegg or a Porsche. It's this tiny little thing, the Honda Beat. So, I started with the custom upgrades. The first thing I changed was the engine. I swapped the tiny stock engine for a racing 3.0-liter inline-6 turbo. At this point, the Honda Beat was already becoming something completely different. Then I converted the drivetrain from rear-wheel drive to all-wheel drive, because we want to make sure we can handle it. For the engine upgrades, I basically maxed out everything. Fuel system, ignition, valves, displacement, and of course, the turbo. I wanted every possible horsepower this tiny car could make. For handling, I installed race brakes, drift suspension and dampers, front and rear anti-roll bars, a full roll cage, and maximum weight reduction. The goal was simple: make the car lighter, faster, and somehow still controllable. I tested multiple transmissions, but the best results came from the 7-speed race transmission. I also installed a race driveline and a race differential. At higher speeds, the tuning actually started to matter a lot. For the tires, I picked the grippiest option available, slick race tires. Then I maxed out the tire width in both the front and the rear. Those options help to increase the maximum top speed and also the handling a little. I also selected the lightest rims possible, and trust me, the wheel weight makes a bigger difference than you'd expect. I increased the rim size to the maximum on both sides, and maxed out the front and rear track width as well. This also helps to achieve higher top speed. For the aero and appearance section, I went with a full Mugen street body kit. Surprisingly, the Mugen parts actually performed better than the adjustable aero setup. The wing was also better than the adjustable setup. Rear bumper, the hood, even the side skirts, everything was lighter and better for the car. Now came the most important part, the custom tuning. I didn't change the tire pressure at all. The biggest change was definitely the gearing. I set the final drive to 2.20, and trust me, this setting changes everything. Alignment settings, I kept them exactly like this. I also left the anti-roll bars untouched. One of the most important aerodynamic tricks was the ride height. I raised the front suspension to the maximum, and lowered the rear all the way down. The damping settings were left completely stock, same thing for the brake tuning. And finally, I made a few small tweaks to the differential settings, especially in the center balance. I pushed the power distribution slightly more toward the rear, to keep the car feeling faster and more aggressive at high speed. Sometimes the fastest setup isn't about changing everything. It's about changing only what actually matters. The tiny Honda Beat was finally ready, time for the top speed run. Finding the perfect road for this test was actually harder than building the car itself. I tried multiple highways, different routes, even custom event lab maps. So I kept searching for the longest and straightest route possible. Because at these speeds, even the smallest turn can completely ruin the run. Driving a tiny Honda Beat at over 400 km/h feels completely insane. After multiple attempts, I finally managed to hit 464 km/h. At this point, the car was basically impossible to control. One tiny mistake and it instantly turns into a fighter jet. I think I accidentally built a plane. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more insane builds, make sure you leave a like and subscribe.